Alright guys, just to get some more practice on finding the slope, what I did is I made this little PowerPoint to help you practice with it. So the first part asks you to go from A to B. So to go from A to B, and again, we need to do the rise over the run. Rise is the vertical change. So we're going to rise exactly 2 units. So over here on this line, put up 2. And then to get to B, you're going to have to take a horizontal change. And this horizontal change is to the right of 3 units. So we're going to put to the right 3. So just like it says up there, the slope is the rise over the run. So the slope for this would be 2 over 3. Alright, let me get rid of all this stuff right here. Now we're going to do A to C. Now to get from A to C, what you need to do is you need to rise a total of 6 units. And then you're going to go over to the right a total of 9 units. So this is telling you to go up 6 to the right 9. Therefore, the slope would be 6 over 9. Okay? Alright guys, now for this one, it asks you to go from B to C. To go from B to C, you first have to do a vertical change of 4 units. Then we're going to do a horizontal change to the right of 6 units. So the slope for this one is going to be 4 over 6. Okay? Now the last one, it's actually going to ask you to go from right to left. So we're going to start at C, and to get to B, we first have to vertically change by going down -4, and then we're going to go to the left. And when you go to the left, you're going to have to put a negative there. So we're going to the left 6 units. That's going to get you -4 over -6. Okay. Now looking at all these fractions, you should notice that they are equal to each other because they will all reduce to that red fraction of 2 over 3. So down here where it says, what is the slope? Now all these different colors are the slope, but the slope that you would write down is 2 over 3 because that's the most simplified fraction for the slope. Okay? Okay guys, now for this one, what I'm going to ask you to do is, again, find the slopes, go from one point to the other, alright, and then we're going to go over what you find. Now we'll do the first one together. Now for the first one, it says from Q to S. So for Q, we're going to go down 6, so we got to put a -6 there. And then to get to S, we have to go to the right 3. Therefore, it is -6 over 3. Okay, now again, remember, if you go down or to the left, it's negative. If you go up or to the right, it's positive. Go ahead and find the rest of these, and then we'll talk about your results. Alright, now for T to R, what you need to do is you first have to go up 6 units, and then we're going to go to the left 3 units. So it's going to be 6 over -3. From R to S, that tells you to go down 4 units, to the right 2 units. So that's a slope of -4 over 2. Finally, from T to S, that tells you to go up 2 and then over to the left 1. So that's a -1. Therefore, the slope is 2 over -1. And if you reduce all of these, you will get your slope to wind up being -2. Okay, if you look, -6 divided by 3, that's -2. 6 divided by -3, -2. Alright, -4 divided by 2 is -2, and then 2 divided by -1 is -2. Alright, now for these problems over here, what you need to do is look at the slope. You can pick any points on these lines. Remember, it's better to go left to right, and it's better to pick numbers that are points that are close to each other. Okay, go ahead and do that right now. Alright, now for number 1, we have the points that I see. I see a point right here. Actually, let me get my pen up. Okay, I see a point right here. I see a point right here. I see a point right here. Okay, so like I was telling you, it's better to go from left to right, and it's better to pick ones that are close to each other. So what I mean by that is I would rather pick these two right here and right here versus picking this one with the further one, because then you'd have to reduce. So what I'm going to have to do here is I'm going to go up 3 units, and then to the right 5 units. So rise over run, it'll be 3 over 5. Okay, now if you picked different points, you should still be able to get the same thing, and I'm just show you what that looks like. So say that I went from this one to this one, okay? So if I start with the higher one, I'd have to go down, all right? If I go down, that's negative. How much specifically? -6. And if I go to the left, that's going to be also negative. This one would be -10. So then I'd get -6 over -10, which is still equal to 3 over 5. So the actual answer is 3 over 5. All right, go ahead and try the next one. All right, guys, now for this one, the points that I see a lot of them. We got one there, one there, one there. So there's a lot on here. So you just got to pick ones that are close together. So say that we picked this one and this one. I would have to go down 2, so that's a -2, and I'd have to go to the right one, so that would be a +1. So it'd be -2 over 1, or it would just be -2. Okay? Now say that I went from this point to this point. I would have to go up 2, so that would be a +2, then to the left 1, and since I'm going to the left, that would be a -1. That is still equal to -2, because 2 divided by -1 still equals -2. So the answer would be the -2 for the slope for that one. Okay? All right. Go ahead and do these two on your own. Right now, for number 3, we know that it is a horizontal line, and we should already know what the slope of a horizontal line is, but just so we can see it, we start here, and then say that we go to this one. The rise part of this would literally be 0, because you're not going up or down to get from this point to that point. So the rise would be 0. The run would be 1, 2, 3, so it'd be 0 over 3, which equals 0. And we should have already known that this is a slope of 0 because it is a horizontal line. If you put a ball on that line, it will not roll over. Okay? And then for the next one, there is a vertical change. So the rise could be 1, 2, 3, right? But there is no horizontal change, so you don't move left or right to get down to it. So that tells you that the run is 0. And if you plug 3 over 0 in your calculator, you will get an error because the fact that it's a vertical line. The answer to the slope is undefined. Okay? All right, and again, think of you being on the wall. Can you stand on the wall? No, that's undefined. And the line that is vertical kind of looks like the wall. Okay? All right, guys. Go ahead and start on the class kick now.